Really interesting race, the third race at Sha Tin, down the straight over 1,000 metres. There is 8 in this field that are on debut, and it is Class 4 with at the top Flying High last start winner, but he carries in an extra 11 pounds here from barrier 14 on the outside rail. Baby Crystal, 2 runs, 2 seconds. Noble 1. Atomic Energy is a son of Sabugi's at the tongue tie on. Hood on Beat Hollow, who's a newcomer. Cool Blue, a son of Fox Wedge. Excellent Fighter, a son of Hinchinbrook. Ricky, you purchased him for $190,000. Happy Horse down there as well. He's got the tongue tie on. Kaying Warrior, he only trialled on Tuesday morning. We'll have a look at that shortly. Oriental Spirite, another newcomer. He's £1,252. Soaring Pengshan, the last of the newcomers, a son of Zakinto. Superfast Dragon ran okay on debut. Valhalla and Double Show of a rating of 41 for Harry Bentley and Douglas White. Pace here for this third race, Nick. Many of these newcomers may go forward here, including Happy Horse and Cool Blue.
Yeah, well, given that there's so many of them, there's over half the field here are making their debuts. It's a bit of an unknown, but Happy Horse and Cool Blue have both shown some good speed. I thought the speed that Cool Blue showed in a recent trial was very eye-catching. Baby Crystal obviously has the experience and I think can sit handy, obviously, given that he's had those couple of runs now. They can make use of that. Atomic Energy, Paul's a newcomer, an excellent fighter, has trialled really well over this course and distance.
Yes, there's plenty of variance here with all these newcomers, but as you say, I think those are the horses that have shown the most pace in their trials. Kaying Warrior has been a little bit slow out. He's going to have to improve his manners.
Yep, as I said, we'll see one of his trials shortly. We'll have a look at one of the race brigade first of all. In fact, trio of them here. Flying High, Baby Crystal and Valhalla now. Baby Crystal has since placed second after this again, and Valhalla has run 8th. But the worry I have here, Nick, is the extra 11 pounds with Flying High.
Yeah, that is the concern. I couldn't quite find a spot for him, but look, it was a good performance and he could do no more than win. He's drawn this stand side rail as well, so he'll have that to run against. But look, Baby Crystal's the one that interests me. He's better at the weights with this horse this time around, and I think with the experience he's going to come on for it, Paul.
Yeah, I've included him, but he was a bit costly last time, 1.8 favourite beat.
Yeah, I thought he pretty much had every chance at last start as well. Baby Crystal. We can look at Cool Blue now. He's one of the newcomers here. He led in this trial, Paul. He's had in total here in Hong Kong 3 trials, and the 1-2 back at Chung Fa. The winner of that trial was Top T, who ran well on Wednesday night.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm going to make this horse a each-way play or long shot for the meeting. He's a decent price at the moment as well. Come up at 20 to 1. Look, the trial, it was easy trial. We could see him, he wasn't pushed at all. He's got really good gate speed, this horse, and trialled well before he got here. Tongue tie on, £1,059. Frankie Law, Hugh Bowman from a good draw. A lot of ticks there for me.
Yeah, he's down as a 1200 metre winner and he's related to a couple of sprint winners as well, so he's well bred.
Most interested to see how this horse goes. Excellent fighter, Jai McNeil, Ricky Yu. Derek Long was on board for this last trial because Jai was out with COVID, but I think he's looked quite good, Nick.
He has, yeah, absolutely, and Jai's won a turf trial on him, so he's had a feel of the straight course, and he's done that really nicely. But he clearly has an engine. He's got a tongue tie on for the debut, so they're not leaving too much to chance there. But he's trialled up really well. Yeah,
I've liked his trials as well. He's had plenty of them, 7 of them, £11.99. He looks a nice horse.
Yep, and he looks in good form at the trials. Now here's Kaying Warrior with Beat Hollow. Beat Hollow's trials haven't been the worst. Paul, he trialled up in Australia also prior to arriving here, but Kaying Warrior doing it comfortably enough?
He was, yeah. He has been a little bit iffy at the starts, Kaying Warrior, but was a nice enough trial from him. You're right with Beat Hollow. He was right on the cusp for me as well, and he's drawn nicely in barrier 11.
Yeah, he's one of a number of nice horses in the race. The Four Sisters won a couple over this sort of trip, so again, it's a very speedy pedigree.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now here's the trial Tuesday, Sha Tin, 800 metres. Missed the start there, Nick, as we can see, and he was never really tested out the back. Now, he was due to line up and he was probably going to go out favourite on the 27th of November, but had a swollen right 4, but wasn't sure what to make of this.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I've looked at it a couple of times, and obviously you can see there from the head on quite evidently that, you know, he has obviously blown the start, and Zach's just let him coast along. So it's hard to really, I think, draw too much from it. His trials before he was due to run, Paul, were impressive, and, you know, he clearly can go a bit.
Yeah, he definitely can, but with that swollen leg, there's a couple of ifs and doubts in my mind now about him.
Yeah, and we're going to bring up a graphic here of the record of Zach Purton and Dennis Ship sort of over the last 5 seasons. Only a very small sample size to take from this season, but it's sort of been a bit of a downward trend recently over these last few seasons, Paul.
Yeah, you can see that for yourself, can't you? With as the combination has looked really good in previous season, hasn't really fired its as such this season.
Yeah, no, look, obviously, like I say, very, very small pool of starters. But yeah, gradually over the years, obviously, the number of starts have dropped a little bit. But that top 3 percentage is still very respectable.
Yep, certainly is. Be interested to know the stats as well with the Dennership with the first starters. I think we touched on that a few weeks ago, but I don't think that would make exactly terrific reading either. But Paul, good race. 8 debutants. Do they make it in?
Yeah, I'm going to make a few of them. And look, I'm going to go with Cool Blue. I'm going to make him the each-way play. Liked his trials New Zealand before he got here as well. So he's on top. Excellent fighter in there as the Quinella horse. His trials have been good. Baby Crystal of the raced horses, a noble one. He puts in a good one, he puts in a bad one occasionally, but there's definitely some ability there with him. 6, 7, 2, 3.
Yeah, I've gone the 2 here, Baby Crystal. A couple of runs so far have been very respectable. Now, I know he was beaten at odds on last time out, but the winner, We Are Hero, had more experience and had the addition of gear and won very impressively. So I certainly think Baby Crystal can build on his 2 runs and perhaps go one place better here. Excellent fighter. I think he deserves plenty of merit on what he's done at the trials. He looks a very interesting runner. I've thrown Kaying Warrior in. I mean, he's clearly got a bit of a reputation. Shame we didn't see him when he was intended to make his debut, but he's drawn nicely. And Cool Blue, I know Paul likes him a lot here, and I think you have to on what you've seen at the trials. So 2, 7, 9 and 6.
Yeah, good race this one. A bit from column A, a bit from column B, but quite keen on excellent fighter for Jai McNeil in our 3rd race at Sha Tin.